This meeting is being recorded.
Hello, welcome to Workforce Wednesday. My name is Emily Petnato. I am the Workforce Development Specialist at the Greater Scranton Chamber of Commerce and your host of Workforce Wednesday, which is streamed live on Facebook every Wednesday at noon. Today's featured member business is Procter & Gamble. Thank you both for joining me today. Why don't you start by introducing yourselves and what you do?
Hi, I'm Christy Tunnicliffe. I've been with Mehoopany Procter & Gamble for about 26 years now. I'm currently the recruiting coordinator for the site.
And my name is Jose de los Rios. I've been with Procter & Gamble for 30 years, all at the Mehoopany facility. And I'm in the human resource group, focusing on community relations and recruiting.
Great. What are the positions you are currently hiring for? And if you could explain what they entail and where you're located.
So we are currently hiring for entry-level technicians in the Mehoopany Procter & Gamble site. As an entry-level technician, you'll come in and you'll be responsible for the daily operations and maintenance of our equipment out on our production floor, where we currently produce Bounty, Charmin, napkins, Loves, and Bounty.
Yeah.
Right? I knew I was going to forget one.
And the plant is located in Wyoming County, near Tunkhannock.
And what are the requirements to get these entry-level positions?
So the minimal requirements are you need to be 18 years or older. You have to have a high school diploma or GED. You need to be willing to wear safety personal protective equipment, and you need to be able to work our rotating shift schedule.
And what does the rotating shift schedule look like?
It's a 12-hour shift. So you're physically at the plant for 12 hours. And every 2 weeks, it's a 2-week cycle. You're working 7 days, where you have 2 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on, and then that cycle starts all over again. And it's 12-hour rotating shift. So you're alternating. When you come in, you'll work 2 days of day shift. You'll be off for 2 days, and then you'll come in for night shift, and then you'll be off for a few days, and then you'll come back in on day shift. So it's a rotating 12-hour shift.
Okay.
And we've been working that rotation. Our employees voted for that rotation. They voted about 25 years ago for that shift schedule.
So Emily, one thing I did want to mention is basically the employees work 15 days a month and have 15 days off. And our employees get paid every 2 weeks. So in that 2-week time period, they're basically working about 84 hours, but then they would essentially get paid for 96 because they're going to work one Sunday in that rotation. And all of our Sundays are always paid at double time premium rate wages.
Yeah.
And do these positions require training?
We offer all of our own training in the plant. For specialized training, we'll send folks to schools, if, for instance, power and controls work or programming work. But we are a promote from within company. So everyone gets hired at entry-level position, and then we train from there up. So typically a new employee, when they start on day one, they would be in more of a classroom setting for their first 1 or 2 weeks. Primarily, the largest chunk of training focuses around safety. You can imagine in a manufacturing plant, safety is the #1 most important result. But then you also get trained on Procter & Gamble as a company, your benefits plan, lots of different things. And then ongoing, our training is more hands-on. So you'll get trained how to do something out on the production floor, and then you'll have to show and demonstrate that you can do it yourself.
Right. So that is one of the things that I would say is one of the greatest assets to our company is building skills and capabilities in our employees and promoting from within. And then, as you build your skills and capabilities as an employee and as an individual, you then advance, but then you go from being the trainee to the trainer, and then you help build skills and capabilities in other employees as they join our organization.
Very nice. So, where did you guys start off at? I know you obviously didn't start at your roles now, but since there is
so like I said, I've been working at the plant for 30 years, and I started as an entry-level engineer, and working in a production environment, working side by side with the technicians, making, in my case, it was making Charmin and Bounty paper towels, and enjoyed it tremendous amount.
Right. So I actually did start as an entry-level technician, and I started out in the Bounty organization on a production line. And I worked out there, for many years and build my skills and capabilities. And then I had an opportunity to go into a temporary human resource assignment, which I did. And then once that ended, I was back into production on a tissue line for several more years, and advanced through that role, and then built some more skills and capabilities. And then I put in for an administrative role, which I was selected for. And so, I've been doing that now for many years. And then, within the last 5 years, I've come up front and I work in the HR department, and I've been doing the recruiting since then.
Nice. So what does a day look like in it for a technician?
Yeah. So it's very busy. You're working around a lot of equipment. You're constantly on your feet. It's a noisy environment. There's a lot of alarms that are going off for the various pieces of equipment that you're working on. You're moving material, loading material, disposing material. You're working with your teammates, troubleshooting issues as they arise.
Yes, I would say that your goals, the exciting part is more than 1 million consumers every day use the products that we make in this plant. So as an operating technician, production technician, you're making product every day, whether it's Charmin, Bounty, Pampers, or Loves in this facility. So the typical day starts around 6:30, where your team meets and sets its goals for the day. And then really, like Christy said, the rest of the day is working out on the floor and executing against the plans that you developed. But ultimately, you're making all that product that, especially during the pandemic, people were relying on toilet paper.
Right.
And when we were trying to make that toilet paper to keep up with demand.
And it has to be nice for an employee to walk through a store and think, hey, maybe I made that at work.
Yeah, for sure.
It's fun. And what do the benefits packages look like?
So, like many large companies, we offer a very generous benefits package. Our starting wage, to start with starting wage, is $25 an hour for rotating shifts. So that works out to about $62,000 a year, a little bit over that. So that's what you can expect as a starting person to make before overtime. So folks can work overtime and make more than that. They should expect a promotion within their first year, where they'll be able to make more once they get promoted. From a benefit standpoint, I would say the big things are the company pays for a retirement plan. So we have a profit sharing plan where Procter Gamble deposits money into your retirement account every year, which is pretty generous. The other ones are, we have healthcare and dental from day one. So you're not waiting a month or 2 months or some probationary period. On day one of employment, you get healthcare benefits. And I think the other one that I would call out, for many people it's important, but we get paid maternity and paternity leave for both. So if you're thinking of having kids, I think that's a really generous benefit. The last thing I think that I would mention is we get 3 weeks of paid vacation when you start. You also have the option of taking another 3 weeks unpaid. So your total time off could be 6 weeks if you choose to take the unpaid time.
What are you looking for in an ideal candidate?
I would say it's somebody that is results focused. So you can imagine in a production facility, you have to make the Charmin,
right,
you have to make the Pampers. So you have to be results focused. And then you have to be one of those folks that knows how to put a plan together. So when you have an objective in mind, can you put a plan together and execute it? So results focus, plan execution, and then you have to work well with other people. So this is a really high tech facility. We have robots everywhere. We have automated guided vehicles in different places in the plant, but it really all comes down to people and relationships. And that's ultimately what has kept me here for 30 years, is the relationships that I've built. So you really have to work productively with people.
I'd also say that the environment that we work in, you have to be the kind of individual who learns things by being shown versus in a classroom. So a lot of the training you're going to get is going to be when you're out in the production with working with your teammates, and you're going to learn by watching, having them talk you through it, and then showing you how to do it, and then you demonstrating to them that you know how to do it.
Is there anything else you'd like to add that maybe I forgot to ask?
I think from an application standpoint, we have a website where folks apply. We've been hiring very aggressively over the last 12 months, and we expect to hire aggressively over the next 12 months. So if you are interested, we encourage you to go to pgcareers.com. The keyword when you get there to type in is the Mehoopany, our town that where the plant is in. Or you can use our text to apply function, which you would text PG Mehoopany to the number 25000, 25,000, and that'll take you right to the application. So again, we're hiring aggressively. We encourage folks to apply and find out more.
What is one thing you would want to say to an interested job seeker if they were watching right now that might set you apart from other places?
I would say if they're interested, to certainly reach out to any of the employees that are currently working here. You know, there are valuable resources, and there are a vast array of knowledge and information that they can give to a candidate who wants to work here.
And the other thing that I would just say is, I mentioned before about promotion from within. So everyone that works here started as an entry-level employee and was trained to do whatever jobs they're in now. And they have a career plan for their whole career, at least whatever they can identify today. So we invest a lot in folks, a lot in training and development. So you'll definitely be a different person after working here a few years because of all the skills that you'll have built.
Thank you both for joining me today and sharing all of this great information. If you are an interested job seeker, please visit the Procter & Gamble website. And also the positions are available on our job board at scrantonchamber.com if you'd like to go there and apply. And we also have more member businesses featured on our job board as well if you'd like to take a look through. If you're interested in registering for an upcoming Workforce Wednesday, please contact me at epetnato@scrantonchamber.com. And thank you again for joining me today. And please, viewers, join next week.
Thanks, Emily.
Thanks,
Thank
Emily.
you. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.